Hey guys, welcome back. As always, I'm your host, and this is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm here today with a video that's a little different from my normal shtick. Instead of a short film or sketch, I wanted to talk about how sometimes an idea doesn't get made, and why that's okay. To do so, I'm going to talk about a movie I came up with last October called Empath. It was a movie about a guy who could see everyone else's emotions as colors, and his inability to understand his own. In general, it was a story I was pretty pumped about. I had my friends Cameron and Tommy in it, a great cinematographer, the rights to some great music, and a spectacular location. But of course, none of that matters if your story isn't ironed out.
John and Tommy in the morning.
I thought of and wrote Empath in the span of about a week and a half. Granted, I've done that before for my high school's one-act film festival, but at least those had some pretty specific guidelines. I put Empath into sort of a rushed production because I wanted to have something to submit to colleges as an example of my work, and I didn't think that anything I had previously released was done well enough visually. I felt that I had learned a lot since making Viral the previous spring, and I wanted to show that. The problem was that Empath was an unfinished idea that was not ready to be put into production yet. In theory, it could have been good if I'd taken more time to work it out. That's the whole point of this video. Sometimes an idea doesn't get made right away, and that's okay. Sometimes what's best for an idea is to let it sit and develop for however long that might take. Remember that sometimes your best work will come out of letting an idea grow for a while. I thought of the basic plots for Split Second and Support Group for Fictional Characters when I was in 8th grade, but I could tell that they wouldn't come out how I'd hoped if I'd made them right then and there. Story-wise, they weren't ready, and technique-wise, I wasn't ready. Now they're two of my favorite things I've produced. That's not to say that you should never make a movie because you could be a little better in a few months. I mean, that's how anything works. The longer you spend doing something, the better you'll be. It's an obscure little skill from the depths of Reddit known as practice. But practice only works if you keep doing it, so it doesn't pay to hold off on every idea you have. It's about knowing which ones really stick out to you as something that needs more time to marinate. So what's the takeaway from all this? I mean, the title of the video says it all. Sometimes an idea doesn't get made, and that's okay. It doesn't mean the idea won't get made. Just that there are times when you have to wait until an idea is ready to be produced, and or you're ready to produce that idea. More than that, you have to be able to tell the difference between one of those times, or when you have an idea that you can and should make. And only you can tell the difference, because only you know your ability, your vision, and if you think that you can fulfill that vision with what you've got. And if you made an idea that didn't come out how you imagined it, but you truly believe in the potential of what you had, well, that's what remakes are for. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. If you want to see more of these kinds of videos where I just talk about something I know about for a while, leave a like and remember to subscribe, and I will see you next time on The Muppet Show.